Hello, and welcome to a brand audit on Google Android. People might say that Google is not an entertainment company, but I beg to differ. I would argue that they are one of the greatest entertainment companies out there right now. This point can be made in Google's rise to cell phone operating system superpower, as my entertainment brand audit will show. Google's operating system, OS for short, is known as Android, and its mascot is Android Andy, the little green man not from Mars. Android has incorporated Andy into all facets of the OS, and he is used all over to reinforce the Google experience. Andy is a green, compact, cute, and lovable robot that can be manipulated to fit any design. Google gives its customers leeway to have fun and create their own androids. As you can see in the pictures, people have gotten quite creative. My personal favorite is Andy Prime. Creativity is Google's main brand identity with Android. Everything about Android OS promotes free thinking. The OS is unchallenged. Apple never attacks Google itself. Rather, they go after the companies using Android. But let's compare Apple's bitten Macintosh Apple to Google's Android Andy. Apple's logo is essentially an image of their name, whereas Google's logo is a little green robot. People see the Apple logo and they think hip and cool and simple. Then they look at Android Andy and they think creative, fun, and wacky. Two totally different brand identities. Google is inventive with each aspect of the Android brand. Each OS was named after something sweet. Froyo, gingerbread, honeycomb, ice cream sandwich, and recently Jelly Bean. When Google leaks the new OS is coming, people flock to their headquarters and camp out on their front lawn to find out the name and what the new Android statue will look like. When Google lays one of these statues on its lawn, it signifies a new OS is imminent. Google doesn't just encourage creativity, Google embodies it. From the name of the OS to the actual software, they live their values. Where Apple offices seem sterile and uninviting, Google's offices are otherworldly and welcoming. As you can see from the pictures, their offices are a kid's dream. With a slide in the cafe and even go-karts for the kids, the offices themselves are abstract and ridiculous. The whole space is like a fun house. They offer their customers and clients to come whenever they want and experience the fun of Google. The sense of community Google builds within its own workforce is then in turn given and radiated out into public. It's cultural hacking as explained by gapingvoid.com, using the cultural within the company to affect perception of the company's consumer image. Furthermore, their offices are open to the public to tour. I did not have a chance to get to downtown to Google's office in New York this week, but I plan on doing so soon. When I called, they assured me guests are welcome. Let's get back to Android. Google is targeting the non-lemmings, those who are not stuck in their convictions of supporting Apple. They are looking for people who want to control and build the experience on their phone, not to be given something and told that product is what you get. Google gives their software to phone companies and lets them add bits to create their own brand image. Samsung has TouchWiz, Motorola has MotoBlur, HTC has Sense. All of these use the original Android model and then use add-ons specific to the companies, allowing them to brand it. Google likes to target people who wish to have the same freedom. Anyone with a tech-savvy friend can have them manipulate and change the OS to do what they want to stylize and make it their own. Essentially, they have made the phone software available for personalization. With Apple, you can just buy a case to show your phone's identity or bedazzle it if you wish to. But Google allows you to create an identity for the phone software itself, making the phone entirely about you. Go ahead and check out the videos from Google and Samsung. Google's seemingly flawless marketing strategy seems to have had one flaw. They use Samsung as the main company to house their software. Phones such as the Galaxy S2 and S3, created by Samsung, are the leading cell phones sold around the world. Samsung has become such a huge company, speculation has arose that Samsung may drop Google as its software provider and go it on their own. You can click the link below to read more about it. Google has created its own line of phones called the Nexus, which is about to launch in its fourth incarnation. This phone is purely stock Android. The problem is Google relies on Samsung, Motorola, and HTC to build that phone itself. While the pure Android OS operated phone has been popular, it has not been able to outsell the S3 or soon to be released S4. In fact, Google's Android's boss called Samsung a threat in a recent meeting. It would seem that Dr. Frankenstein's monster, Samsung, could be coming after its master, Google. For this reason, Google needs to get its act together on the matter. Google may have a great phone OS, but it's lacking in a sustained implementation of the phone. Google needs to do this before they cut themselves out of the market that they can clearly dominate. Below is a list of references for all the things used to create this keynote. Thank you all for listening, and I hope you are informed and have a great day.